Welcome to Health Coach for Women. Intentional living for more happiness and fulfillment in your everyday life with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. Join Marsha as she shares her own personal wellness journey, as well as stories from our guests that will enlighten and inspire you to move towards better health and happiness. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions for better health and wellness. And I am your host, Marsha. But before we get started, I'd like for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be sure to like this episode at the end of the podcast. Now, also, I want to get started with some quotes. Well, a quote. A quote. Today's topic is I'm talking about why you should take vacations, right? Why vacations aren't important, right? I really didn't have a topic this week. I've been kind of busy, but I wanted to touch on something. And I was like, you know what? There's actually people who have never even taken a vacation from work, never even traveled outside of their city, their state, and it's like, really? Like you really can't even believe it when you actually hear someone say it. And it's because so many of us are living in survival mode, right? Just to stay alive and to keep our head afloat. So we don't, because we're always concerned about making sure that we have enough, or making sure that there's just enough, or making sure that we have something for an emergency, even if it's a 30 to or 3 to 6 month savings. Some people don't even have that. So we're always in this survival mode. And so it becomes where we already work 40 hours weekdays, right? Many people work 40-hour weekdays, right? Working these hours where most of our time is spent at a job, right? And don't have the pleasure to spend time with their family as much as they would like to. And so why is it important to take vacations? This is why. And so now let me just read this short little quote that I found, and I thought it was quite interesting. I was supposed to say my quote, but I got all into it. Now, it says, go as many places as you can. You can take vacations, go as many places as you can. You can always make money. You can't always make memories. I like that. You can always make money. You can't always make memories, right? And you don't want to go back, reflecting back, wishing that you could have done something, right? Wishing that you could have gone somewhere, all because you were chasing the dollar, right? And I get it, okay? I totally get it. It is our livelihood. We all have to make money, have a livelihood, and to be able to take care of ourselves. That's important. But it's also important for your own health and well-being to take a break, right? To pause. Put yourself on pause sometimes. And I'm always talking about taking your break at work, even if it's your 10, 15-minute break. If you don't take your full 30 or an hour, take your break, whatever you're entitled to, take those breaks, because it's important and essential to your own well-being, right? That's important. So, some people get a vacation maybe once a year. Some places may offer you vacations twice a year, depending on the amount of time the employer, what they set their time schedule is for breaks, vacation time. You want to fill that up, right? You want, if you get PTO and personal time when you can take off, you want to, if you can use it, as they say, use it or lose it, right? So you don't want to lose that time that you have. And, some people have days where their days don't fall together. So take that time to take a vacation, take a break. My husband and I, we've decided that we're taking a break twice a year. Okay, so we've already established taking a vacation twice a year. Okay, so last year we did Aruba. We went to Florida. So that's like the yearly thing with the family, went to Florida. And so this year we are doing Disney, and we're going to Hawaii this year. And so it's important because everyone needs a moment to just reset and not focus on work, right? Or not focus on business, for people who have their own businesses. It's important for you guys too, right? It's important for us too, right? For us people who have a business, or you're looking to start a business, or you're working and having your business. It's a lot, right? And that's what I'm doing, right? And it's a lot. So you need that moment to unplug. You need that moment to refresh and to just really connect with whoever you are on vacation with, connect with yourself, to just get back to having some time and quality time with yourself and your loved ones, right? That is so important.
Hey guys, as you know, I live a hectic life. I was doing research and I found a crazy statistic. 54% of Americans leave their vacation time on the table. Let's hope after watching this video, you're not going to be one of them. Taking a vacation is good for your heart. And I'm not talking about love here, your actual heart. The Journal of American Medical Association found that men who took frequent annual vacations were 32% less likely to die from a heart attack. These findings were backed up by the Framingham Heart Study, one of the longest running heart disease studies out there. Women who took a vacation twice a year were 8 times less likely to have a heart attack than those who vacationed every 6 years. Taking a vacation can help with depressive symptoms. A study done by the University of Pittsburgh found that those who took vacations had more life satisfaction and more meaning in their lives. This is really important because not only was there a decrease in depressive symptoms, but there's also an increase in positive emotions. As a society, we're so focused on removing negative symptoms like depression, we often forget to instill positive emotions. That's why it's so promising to see that vacations can do both of those things for you. Taking a vacation can be good for your family life, but, and this is a big but, you have to log off your device. Don't be part of this 27% of the population that's frequently checking their work emails. Spend some time with your family. A study published in the Wisconsin Medical Journal found that the odds of marital satisfaction increased as the number of vacations increased, which means more vacations, more marital satisfaction. Taking a vacation can be a stress buster. A study done on 900 attorneys in Canada found lower stress levels upon returning from vacation. These stress benefits are actually long-lasting. A study done in Vienna found that those who took a vacation had a decrease in stress-related complaints like headaches and backaches, and those benefits lasted 5 weeks upon returning from vacation. It's important to note that up to 25% of people feel anxiety and guilt for going on vacation. You earn those days off. You have to commit and enjoy them to reap the health benefits. This takes us perfectly into the next point. Taking a vacation can boost your productivity. The popular firm Ernst & Young conducted their own internal survey and found that those who took 10 additional hours of vacation time actually did almost 10% better on their end-year reviews. This also held true for the Boston Consulting Group, who found that those who were forced to take vacations were more productive overall. Now, when you're more productive, you're happier. And when you're happier, you excel at what you do. Some of you may be small business owners and are nervous to take a vacation. But hear this. In 2011, an Intuit study found that 82% of small business owners experience an increase in on-job performance upon returning from vacation. A small study commissioned by Air New Zealand using wrist trackers measured vacation's effect on sleep. What it found was that those who spent 2 to 3 days on vacation added 1 more quality hour to their sleep regimen. Also, their reaction times improved by 80%. Get this. You're not ready for it. Taking a vacation can help you live longer. That's right, a study published in European Geriatric Medicine found that those who took short vacations had higher BMIs, worse self-rated health, and a higher all-cause mortality. That means dying from anything. Taking a vacation's not going to make you immortal, but the health benefits definitely exist. So if you want to live a long, healthy life, you got to enjoy yourself and take a vacation.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
I gave you the evidence-based health benefits of taking a vacation, but it's also important to do vacation the right way. Too many people think that the only way to get these health benefits is to veg out on the beach. Nothing can be further from the truth. Enjoying a vacation can be about setting goals, meeting new people, having new experiences. I just came back from Kissimmee, Florida, and I went kayaking with alligators. I went on roller coasters, which I'm deathly afraid of, but it's all about enjoying what makes you happy. Once you get into that stage, that's how you reap the physical and mental health benefits. Fun fact, since everybody's talking about boosting the economy and creating jobs, if Americans took all their available time off, they would boost tax revenue by $21 billion, and they would support 1.2 million jobs. Crazy. Huge thank you to Kissimmee, Florida for sponsoring this video and allowing me to reap the health benefits of taking a vacation, as well as sharing with you what those health benefits truly are. As always, stay happy and healthy.
So I enjoyed listening to what Dr. Mike had to say. And it was so interesting because so many of us, right, especially if you have workaholics, right? If you are a workaholic, boy, they are the worst to try to force for them to take a vacation. And it's like, listen, the job is going to be here whether you're here or not, right? And so, and I get it with business owners, you feel like, and the increase in anxiety, and this brings me to, I want to digress from it. This brings me to an important point of when I was doing the counseling calls, taking the crisis calls. There was a person who had called and they had their own business, and the anxiety that the person was dealing with, right? The anxiety that they were dealing with was just so grand, and they felt so committed that they did not want to. They felt so committed they didn't want to walk away. They didn't want and had everything that you could ask for, right? But the stress of it was so much. It was causing her so much stress, so much anxiety. It was unbelievable, and right now I really don't know how she's doing. I hope this person is doing well, and a young sister. But at the time, she wasn't a client. She was just someone that I was speaking to during the crisis, my time at the crisis calls, handling calls. And it was really so, interesting to know that people are out here. I get it. Like I said, I get it. But at the same time, at what cost? You have to ask yourself these questions. At what cost, right? Does business, your job, your career, whatever, at what cost are you jeopardizing your health? At what cost? What will it take? What will it take for you to just take a moment and go on vacation, right? And even Dr. Mike's mentioned in the video, he talked about it. He was like, and you shouldn't be on your phone, right? You shouldn't still be handling business and everything on the phone. At least not if you are going to do it, okay, it should be a minimum, a certain time. You put a time limit on yourself. But for me personally, when I'm on vacation, I'm on vacation. I'm not really much on social media. I don't even post my thing. I may post something, one little video at that moment, but for the most part, I save my videos to post them when I'm back. I want to enjoy my vacation, because the goal is not for me to strive and like, oh, look to see where I'm at. Look at what I'm doing. I'm on vacation, right? I'm on vacation, and that is it. Everything else is irrelevant. Okay, so it's so important to do that, taking your vacation. Listen, even if you don't have the funds available to travel, right? Maybe funds can be tight. How about a simple road trip? Maybe go visit the next town over, somewhere, visit a city where you haven't been. I mean, of course, do your due diligence and research where you're going, right? And you should never travel anywhere without researching where you're going, that area and things like that. So visit the next town, visit the next state over. Maybe it may only take you an hour ride or two to get to the next state. Maybe you can go there, find some nice attractions. There are nice attractions that are absolutely free, right? They're absolutely free. I am 4 hours away from Niagara Falls on the New York side, 4 hours away. So that's nothing, and which is actually 4 hours away from Canada as well. So it's nothing to just get in your car, gas up, and take a ride somewhere. And I mean, of course, you should always plan out where you're going, see to know your sites and plan everything out. But that's so important for your health. You heard all the benefits that he talked about, that is good for your heart, right? It's good for helping you with your stress and depression and better sleep, all of these things. It just gives your body a chance to reset and clear your mind, take the fog and all of that stuff out of your mind. So when you come back to go to work, you're refreshed, you're more energetic, you're vibrant, you feel alive, you're happy, you're in a good mood. These things are important. I can't stress that enough. So if you're not able to take a vacation, hey, do a staycation. All right. Maybe you can find some interesting things that you like. Get into some hobbies, right? There are different places now where they have art, where you can draw art, create little different gadgets, items, make things, do something like that. Go out to, maybe you can try going out to karaoke or go and see a live jazz band play, right? Or even a nice comedy club, right? I know in New York, we used to love going to comedy clubs, and because that's what I loved, right? I love having a good laugh. And going to the comedy clubs and listen to the comedians roast people in the audience, it was fun, and it was all in good fun. So take your vacation, don't skip your vacation, right? You can start saving ahead of time. We're already in spring. Maybe you could start planning for next year, right? Start planning for next year. Have a little savings funds for your travel. If you don't have the funds to take a big trip right now, start a little savings funds for next year so that you can plan to go where you would like to go, and do your research ahead of time. Check plane tickets, cost for attractions, things like that, so you can start to save and put things away. There's nothing better than memories, guys. There's nothing better than memories, and having good health and with that comes with those memories, right? Having good health. So when you're able to get away and take a vacation, do it. Do those things. Take your vacation. Spend time out with your family and your friends. Bond and connect. Meet new people. That's another thing he mentioned. Meeting new people, exploring different cultures, especially when you travel abroad, understanding and learning that culture, maybe, and learning new food, tasting new exotic food, different foods, things like that, and just meeting people and just having a good time, enjoying life, right? Because so many people are breathing, they're existing, they exist, but they're not really living, right? They're existing, but they're not really living. And so that's why, for me personally, last year I said, I want to start doing all the things I never did, all the things that I wanted to do, but never had the chance to, right? And so one of those things for me was I wanted to ride a horse. And so I was able to ride a horse. It was different. Okay, it was different. I did get a little nervous as she started galloping. I was nervous. I thought I was going to fall off. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall off this horse. But I did it, right? I did it. And along with riding the horse, right? It wasn't just riding the horse, but I wanted to ride on the horse along the beach, along the shore. And I was able to do that. And so I was happy that I was able to do that. And I'm looking forward to just exploring living life to the fullest, the best that I can, the best that I can, as long as I am healthy and able to do so. That's my goal. All right. And it should be yours too, right? It should be yours too, not to particularly ride a horse, but to be able to travel and meet new people, right? Whatever it is your goal is for you, to do the things that you enjoy rather than doing the things that you have to do. See, there's a difference. There's a difference between doing what you have to do than doing what you need to do, doing what's enjoyable and doing something that's pleasurable and brings you fulfillment. That's what you need to do. And so that's what I'm ending it on today. This episode may be a little short, but I just wanted to touch on that topic today. Again, like I said, I didn't have a particular topic this week, but I thought about that and that came to my mind, and how so many people just out here not even taking vacations. They're just letting their time just sit, as Dr. Mike said, instead of using that time. And so that's all I have for you today on this episode. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.
Thank you so much for listening to Health Coach for Women with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to rate, subscribe, and review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate that effort. Until next time.